in a universe where life does not end at death. We explore the infinite possibilities forged by our very minds. Welcome to Arthadian Anthologies. Before we get started, I just want to inform you that this series was recorded over Discord. If the quality dips, it's due to connection issues. Greetings, fellow travelers and storytellers. Welcome to a Reborn in Power series, featuring the New Age squad of Chosen. Arak, Sai, Marmaduke 9, and Liam followed their prologue before the events of the New Age campaign, and maybe catch some foreshadowing elements along the way. After resting, working, munching on some nutritions, you, Liam, were able to fix up the drive core. The coordinates set by the robotic monstrosity's amputated hand began closing in as the drive core was reactivated. You felt like you were able to fix the coordinate path, but there was some form of anomaly that occurred. The solar orbiter suddenly appeared in front of a strange alien world, and Buddy began speaking to you in an eerie tone. You gathered that it was actually the world that was speaking through your AI system, asking you to bring your future allies to it so that you can all meet. However, you, Liam, misunderstood the world's request and thought it said that it wanted meat to feast on. After you left, Buddy started to act differently. Over the course of about a week, you noticed that Buddy was developing a bit of a personality, desiring a sin frame for himself. In this week's time, you learned about the Pillars, specifically the Harbor, which is where you are headed to now. But before getting to the safe haven, you approach what is known as a quantum force, or QF, that will bring you to the Harbor solar system. As you approach this celestial gateway, you see Buddy is kind of just watching the viewer, the main screen, showing the outside, and you can't really see exactly what you're headed towards. All you know is that there is some kind of blip on the radar that is showing and labeled QF, Quantum Force. What do you do?
Unmute myself. Oh, well, Buddy, what, do you see see that on the scanner?
Indeed, I do.
I miss old Buddy already. What do you see there?
It is a quantum force.
Think we should go in it?
The coordinates for the harbor require us to enter.
I've been having good luck with technology. Or space. I'm not seeing much options here, so... Alright. Let's go head in first.
Head in first. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a let's see. Maybe lore, no.
I will
Actually,
only
no.
be doing intellect checks.
Let's go lore. Let's go lore.
Lore?
Yeah.
I think that's just it. Yeah. So 12. That's a good start of the day. That's a 3 plus 12, so 15. Starting off good.
Really?
This is why we shouldn't take hiatus.
Really trying to think back on everything that you remember being taught, and also through the things that you have learned inside the ship's systems, the computers. You try to recall what like a quantum force specifically is. You know that it's some kind of like interstellar gateway, allowing you to travel like vast distances in a split second. You don't remember too much about the deeper elements that go into this technology, this cosmic technology of some kind.
In other words, I don't know if it's malfunction.
You don't know of the consequences.
I hope I got enough lead between me and it.
As you approach it, it shows on the scans that you're approaching closely, but you cannot see it in the main viewer. It almost looks like just like black space. Every now and then, your eyes will start to feel like there's these weird patterns in your peripherals, and the patterns almost look geometric, and they continue to like fall into like singular points. And when you look over towards there, it fades away for a second, and then you start to see them again in your peripherals.
Could I try to focus on a point and let the peripheral visions just happen?
Okay.
And try to like pay attention to that in that way rather than solely focus, like trying to catch, because it's like trying to catching his own tail.
Yeah. So, what point are you looking just straight ahead, or are you looking at something specifically to try to focus on?
There's still that quantum gate in front of me, right?
Yeah, but you cannot. Whatever this thing is, it is massive.
Okay, so it's already encompassing my view.
Yes.
But
you don't. You don't think that you've crossed the threshold just yet.
I'm just going to pick like a random button or knob in front of me.
Okay, you
trying to keep it more like further away. So if I'm in the captain's chair, one of the. So, yeah.
All right. As you sit there in the captain's chair and you look over at one of the buttons like in front at where the pilot's chair is at, you're just kind of staring at the blinking light there, and go ahead and roll me a perception check.
You know I have good perception. I don't think I've ever succeeded in a perception check. Yes! Yes! 12.
Nice.
12 plus 4, so that's 16.
Gotta roll this.
Are you exasperating already? We just started.
That's always the fun part. Okay, as you focus on this light, something in your peripherals, you notice something on the corner of your captain's chair, and it shows what looks like a little slit opens up on the side of your captain's chair as you it distracts you and it makes you look over towards it, and you see a button that begins to kind of glow and pulse. A red button. It looks like a very important button. You're not sure what it is, but you go. Do you go to touch it?
Like a button that just appeared out of nowhere? Or
yeah, it almost like slid out of the side of the captain's chair.
Ominous red button.
You're gonna push it?
I don't think he knows any better.
So you go to press onto it, but right before you go to press onto it, your vision begins to fade away, and you begin to see the red light begins to encompass your entire vision, and everything becomes geometric patterns that begin to fall into a singular point in space, and you cannot see. I would like you to roll me a discipline will check.
Another roll I'm known for. Oh no. Oh no, I just realized what it was. Wait, no, that's deception. Oh, thank God.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's right next to
You said discipline. Where is
discipline.
Oh, I think that's the one I didn't write in. What is that?
It uses will.
Will. Okay, not nearly as bad. I thought it was... Yeah, because I thought it was deception, which is charisma base. Okay, so... Oh man, that's another 3. So that's a 7.
7. Sweet. You feel yourself kind of move a bit, and your eye, you're completely enthralled by these patterns, and the sound of the spacecraft begins to kind of fade away as you feel yourself hit something, and then something kind of wraps around your body and pulls you backward, but you can't see what the heck is going on, and then you begin to just plummet. And as you plummet, you fall down through what looks like this like dark space with all these patterns. Like it's almost like white lines connecting you to these. It looks like different kinds of shapes, like cubes, pyramids. All these shapes begin to form around your vision, and you fall straight through them, down, hurling down. But it doesn't feel like there's any atmosphere around you. And then eventually you begin to see these huge creatures begin to come into your vision, and they have multiple legs. Their faces are all... Oh, they're massive with these strange mouths that kind of feed onto different, like these shapes that form. It almost looks like they're physical constructs that these creatures are starting to eat, and these creatures are massive, so massive that you feel like they're probably like the size of entire planets. But you finally fall until you reach what looks like this ocean, this dark ocean. And then once you land very slowly onto an island of this black sand, and you look up and you see just purple lights. It almost looks like an aurora covering the sky, but the sky is so... it matches the patterns that you've seen this entire time. What do you do?
All these squares make a circle. So I'm in a pool.
You're on like a little island right now, surrounded by this black liquid. You don't even know what it is.
What's the ground I'm on?
Feels like sand.
I take some of that sand.
You kick it and it begins to spread out and then go up to the sky, and it just begins to fade away like it turns into stars, and then it just fades into the entire landscape that you see above you.
I take a little hop then.
You hop up. As you hop up, you feel yourself kind of lift off and begin to float upward, and then you feel what looks like what feels like a droplet of water land on your forehead, and then it continues to land. And as you're hopping and you begin to float right back down, you kind of land and everything begins to turn into dirt, mud. And it turns into what looks like a raging storm that you're inside. You don't see the large creatures in the sky anymore. You don't see any of the shapes, but you just see storms raging around you. You're deep inside this muddy landscape. What do you do?
I kind of just stand up in the mud and trudge forward.
You begin to trudge forward, and you continue to trudge forward. You begin to hear strange voices appear before you. They say, "Well, isn't that the strange thing? Looking up into the sky and seeing the ground." Yes, I know.
I'll try to block that out, close my eyes, and just keep going forward.
Go ahead and roll me...
Or not close my eyes, but keep them low.
Okay, go ahead and roll me another discipline will check.
Okay. Okay, is my dice weighted? Because that's another 3. I'm gonna retire this dice. That's weird. Okay. It's able to roll other things. So I believe that would be a 7 total. Yeah, because will. Yeah, that's a 7.
All right. Yeah, you're able to kind of push those voices out as they begin to get all muffled. And as you continue forward, you just see the lightning striking down. But you know how flashes of lightning are so quick? This is very slow, going down until it reaches the ground, and then it almost looks like the sky turns red, the clouds turn black, and you see huge meteorites begin to plummet towards the ground. What do you do?
Does it look like I'm about to get hit by them?
It looks like they're about to land around you, yes.
I go into a run.
Okay, you begin to run as they begin to plummet and fall all around you. And you are just sprinting at this point, and you begin to hear screams and creatures yelling out, and it almost sounds like you're on this alien world and you're trying to run from everything. And it feels like they're all getting closer and closer and closer until finally you're completely engulfed by this as you see flames burrowing all around you. You see these it looks like these like strange creatures rushing around you and tracking you down, hunting you as you're running through this muddy, stormy alien landscape. And you feel alone. And then, as you continue to run, your eyes close, you're running, your eyes open up. You see, your ship. You're inside your ship. You're strapped into a safety harness. And you're inside the captain's chair. You look up and you see Buddy is at the helm. And he looks back at you. He's like, "Are you okay?"
How long was that?
You've been out for 3.5 hours.
When was the last time I slept, buddy?
You slept about 18 hours ago. We have landed.
That's nice. Where did we land?
The harbor. I had to avoid detection.
Okay.
There are several units coming after us.
I'm sorry, what?
Suggest evacuation.
Alright, so I go back to my room, grab my stuff, suit up.
You're in a safety harness right now, and you see it's like, you're strapped in. And you're not sure how
I'm not gonna get ejected here, buddy, am I?
You're not sure how to get out of it. And he looks at you, he's like, "I don't know."
Well, I guess that's a mechanics check?
Sure, yeah.
See, yeah, new dice. I don't trust you. Oh, thank you, dice. That's a 4. 4, 6, 18 total.
You are able to find the latch that takes it off, and you kind of clip it, and it begins to. And as it kind of clips off, the right side of it seems to be malfunctioning, and it kind of clips at your shoulder, and you have to jimmy your shoulder out of it, but you're able to get it out of it before it like dislocates your shoulder as it begins to kind of pull back into the actual seat that you're at. But you're going now you're going to get up to go to your room.
Yeah, I'd grab my stuff.
Okay, you go over to your room, and Buddy says, "Warning, units closing in. T minus 5 minutes.
Are we not able to make a little hop in the ship?
We are crash landed.
Ah. That's the last time I had food rations.
Last time you had rations, nutrition was 12 hours.
Probably not that then. So I rushed. I start rushing a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, you begin to rush and grab all your stuff. What are you specifically grabbing?
My suit,
Okay.
gun, probably a handful of rations if I can. I don't think that's anything. Everything else would have already been on me, I think.
All right.
Oh yeah, my travel pack. My basic equipment.
Yeah, you grab all that stuff, and then you hear T minus 2 minutes.
All right. I'm going. So I got everything. I run up to Buddy and extract him.
All right, you go and extract him, and he's like, "Let us run fast."
Is there like an emergency exit?
You know there.
Okay, I'm looking at the map now.
Okay, so there, you know that there is basically a lift to go downward, down outside. There are also the escape pods too in the back. You could try jumping out the back side of the ship, but that is a jump. If you were to jump out of it,
faster though. That sounds faster.
That is probably faster, and most likely will be the best route that you could go down.
Yeah, I don't really crash land. Elevators don't mix in my head. So yeah, I run to the pods.
All right, you
left one for me.
You rush over to the pods. Here, let me actually pull up the map real quick of the ship.
I'm not really seeing where the pods would be. I see an airlock, a single airlock. Or are those pods not thrusters?
The pods were gone before, so they would be.
Yeah.
So I would say that the pods are in the back by where the thrusters are. And
yeah,
there were a total of let's see, six of them. But as you go back there, which one are you going to the far? Are you going to the far one, or which one are you going to?
I'm gonna just to make it easier for you. Let's go second to the last left.
Okay. Okay, as you go that way, you go to open up the door to the pod, which would actually just be an airlock at this point, and it opens up, and you see just dirt filled up like to the brim.
Thought this was going to be a jump. Am I able to still crawl out, or is this like full?
It is full. You feel a slight you do feel a slight like decline at incline if you were to rush up to the other side. It feels like the ship is crooked and probably deep in some dirt.
All right, let's go to second to the last right.
All right, you go all the way to the other side, and then you see as it opens up, you look out and you do see there is a jump. It is probably about a 50-foot drop, 50-foot drop to the ground, and you see trees all around you.
Weird question. Are the trees near close enough to jump on?
Yes. But you have a travel pack, right?
Yes.
So you should have a grappling hook inside of there.
Oh yeah. Well, let's just. I take that
All right.
grapple hook, the top of the door, and just kind of use it as a propel.
Okay, so you're gonna basically just like propel yourself down using the grappling hook instead of trying to get to one of the trees.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. As you do that, go ahead and just roll me just a straight agility.
9 plus 10, 19.
You're able to jimmy the grappling hook into something that feels secure enough to hold you as you begin to lower down. You lower down. The grappling hook only goes about 30 feet down though, and you have 20 feet,
So
20-foot drop.
Feet. Is there anything I can grab on the ship?
You see,
Kind of rock climb my way down. Scale down.
It's kind of difficult because of it being kind of lopsided, and you're basically falling from the top of where it's like it's sticking out of the ground, and you see that half of it is kind of like deep into the ground at this point.
I mean, that's my best option right now.
So you want to try to find something to grab onto, or you to swing to? Because you'd probably have to swing.
I assumed swinging was part of the.
Okay. I would like you to roll me a perception check first.
To make sure I'm not dumb.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh, what is with my rolls? That's another 9. Like, it's weird. Perception. Oh, that's wisdom. So that's 13.
Okay, you're looking around to try to see if you could find anything that you could swing to. You do see by like probably about like I would say 15 feet down, but like down and across to where the other side of the ship is. There is a latch that like a hatch that's open, and there is what looks like all the dirt that is kind of built up to where the hatches are at, and it looks like you could probably slide down that dirt path if you're able to swing over there and make it to there. But if you're going to do that, I need you to roll me an acrobatics check.
Yeah, I'll do that. Gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Alrighty.
So that's what's the chances of rolling like a particular number on a D12?
I forget the statistics of that.
I'm just not liking my odds because that's a 2.
Oh.
That's a 12 total.
12 total?
Yeah. Is this going to be a face plant?
Oh, God.
Liam's not dead, is he?
No, but something might be broken. We'll see.
As long as it's not Buddy, I'm fine.
You begin to swing. You're swinging back and forth, and as you're swinging back and forth, you're close to getting your feet over there, and then Buddy says T minus 30 seconds, and then you're able to get your feet planted, and you go to take off your grappling hook so it comes back to you. As it comes back to you, you feel your feet slip from the dirt, and you begin to fall. And as you fall, I would like you to roll me an endurance check.
Fortitude. Have I ever rolled on fortitude yet?
I am not sure.
That's 4 plus 4, 8. Things are getting better.
You begin to plummet, and then you hit the ground, and you feel your legs snap, and it is painful. You do take...
Oh, I should have seen if I could use that ability.
You do take 8 points of stamina damage.
8 points. Okay. I think this is like the first damage. I need to remember where it is on my sheet. Where is my health? Current health. Stamina. You said how much?
8 points of stamina and 4 to your health.
Is the max no, wait.
What's your max health, actually?
Max is 11. Or max health is 5. Max stamina is 11.
Okay, yeah, you take...
I guess I just never updated it from the last time we had a fight.
Yeah,
so I'm assuming I'm all healed up. Before.
Yeah, you were healed up at this point.
Okay, so I should have a 1 and a 3. I'm still kicking.
Yeah, but you're in pain, and you're just like, ah! And then... and then
Buddy,
you hear...
that was not a good idea.
You hear Buddy say, T minus 5, 4, 3, 2... They have arrived, and you hear ships begin to come around your ship, and begin to land.
Where am I? Is there any cover nearby?
You're in a dense forest, but the forest has been completely... a lot of it has been destroyed by your ship
not a
crash
tree
landing.
I can go under.
There are probably a bunch of like trunks that have been broken, and you could probably hide behind one of them. But your leg you feel your leg, and you cannot walk on it.
Yeah, I roll to like a nearby.
Okay, I would like you to roll me another endurance check as you're struggling to get over there.
Yes, 11.
11?
Sorry, what was endurance?
Endurance, yes.
Endurance left to a total of 15.
Okay, you take another 2 points to your stamina as you're able to get, like, kind of crawl and roll your body over behind a...
I used my words over there.
You hear Buddy say, if I had a Sin frame, this would be much, much easier and efficient.
Not now, Buddy.
And as this happens, you see troops begin to... they're completely making a perimeter all around the ship. They have guns, weapons all drawn, and they begin to check out everything. When you fell... Actually... So when you fell, they do notice the tracks. The tracks.
The little worm trail.
Yeah. And you see they begin to head towards you. What do you do?
So are they wearing insignias or anything?
They are wearing full sets of armor. They do have an insignia that looks like... actually, roll me another lore check. But here's what...
So that's an 8 plus... That's 8, so... total of 20.
A total of 20. Okay, you remember this insignia being of Corps Command. A military faction.
Are they friendly?
You don't remember exactly if they were friendly, but you do remember that the pilot Hagar used to be in Corps Command. And he wasn't the most friendly of people.
I mean...
But you see they're coming up and they're tracking your tracks, and they're about to get to you.
Do I want to brandish my gun at them? It kind of feels like a Liam thing to do.
It feels like Liam.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
Maybe. I mean, you also know that they're a military faction that, and you see like several squadrons over by the ship.
I'm going to prop myself up against well, I'm going to assume there's a stump nearby.
Yeah.
I'm going to prop myself up on a stump, and I'm going to keep my rifle on my lap.
All right, you do so.
As I just kind of relax and just try to fix the pain. Ignore the pain.
Okay, as you're sitting there trying to ignore the pain, I'd like you to roll me a discipline will check. And you see
my favorite.
You see the guy is coming over and then spots you, and then he's like, "Hands up!" He has a helmet on. You cannot see his face.
Well, for that discipline check, that was 5 or 6 plus 4, so 10.
Yeah, the pain is getting... It's getting to a point where it's unbearable, and you're going to need to go to a doctor or get some kind of help.
In fact, no, I deliberately just kind of look at my legs, and how do they look?
One leg is scraped up pretty bad. The other one is snapped at around the...
It's at a weird angle.
Yeah, it's at a weird angle, and
I kind of just look up at the guy, and I kind of give him not like hands up, more like jazz
hands.
you know, like more like to the side, like a half-hearted hands up.
Yeah,
because like I deliberately and purposely look at my legs and then back at him, and then just kind of.
He
more like a shrug, so like I half-heartedly raise my hands.
I would like you to roll me a straight charm check.
Okay, I want to place a wager because this is the first charm check.
Yeah, you're rolling. Yeah,
charisma. Yeah, so I want to ask. Is this going to be a positive or a negative?
This is going to be... It's basically going to show him whether you're a threat or not.
Yeah. But I want to ask you, Arthadian the person...
Okay.
Because this is going to be a straight charisma roll.
Yeah.
So I got nothing else in
that's true. That's true. I mean...
Do you think I'm going to roll a positive or a negative?
Based off of what you've been rolling, it's very likely that it'll be a negative, but I have faith that this will be a good roll.
All right. Good shot. Dead.
What was it?
Ooh, that's a 7. So that's a 2.
A 2 total.
Yeah, that's a positive.
That's a positive.
Remember, it's only a -5, so I do have a better chance to roll a positive.
That's true. That is true. And as you are sitting there, he looks at you and he sees your leg, and then you see him lower his gun and then go to his wrist, keep his eye on you, but press something on his wrist, and then you hear him kind of muttering to himself. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
All right. That's a 4. I don't make him. That's a 4.
What was that? You're becoming a robot on my end. I feel like you sound like Buddy now.
I PM'd that.
8. Okay. 8.
There we go.
Yeah, as you kind of listen in to his communications, he says, "I have a survivor. Need a medic team here, pronto." And then you hear fade away.
I lean further back, probably like scooting my butt forward so I can get a. Oh, sorry, I was literally doing motions. Kind of scoot my back so I can even lean further back on this trunk and not placing my hands way far out, like spreading them out and just leaning back and hanging my head up just to do the best I can to relax.
All right, yeah, you do so, and you see the soldier begins to approach you, and he's like, "Who are you? Where'd you come from? How'd you get into the harbor space without notifying any of the barricade?"
My apologies, sir. I can only answer one of those. Well, I do laugh. And not like a tired laugh.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, a medic team is on its way, and you're going to be answering as many questions as you can. Sound good?
Okay, weekly give him a thumbs up.
All right. You wait, and after about, I'd say, 10 minutes of waiting, the pain is getting worse and worse. But you're getting. Do you have a med pack, actually?
Do. SE.
You do have. I believe you do have a med pack on you.
Good. Where did I put that?
But you've been you've been so just distracted by everything else that it just hasn't come to your attention.
Yeah, I don't know if I even want to look per se because I think I lost that during the crash. No, like the computer crash. Not this.
Oh yeah.
We can make it lower base, but you know.
Yeah. But finally, the med team gets to you and begins to treat you, and gets you on top of a hover bed and takes you.
See, buddy, everything's okay.
I want a sin frame.
Maybe before your birth.
Was I born or was I made?
Yes.
You guys begin to get escorted back to
I'm going to pet him. I pet Buddy.
A command post. And as you are heading around the ship, you just like look at the ship, and then you are floating over to another smaller, like medium craft of a sort, and you see several figures, and you hear Buddy say, "Oh my gosh, there's a sin frame right there."
I don't think now's the time for a heist.
And you look over to see the sin frame, and you see it is standing there alongside two others. One is a large, tall, purple Redicon. And you see another one is a Kron with a mohawk and and a very, very nice mustache. Very pleasant to look at is the mustache, and you see he's twirling it a little bit, and he has a bow on his back, and they're all kind of just standing there.
First two, or sorry, not first two, last two.
Okay, so there's a Redicon, Retikon. He's a Garesk. Here, I'll send it to you. Garesk, Redicon. Yeah. And then you have
there we go.
Kron Prime.
Okay, so another. Alright. Just need to write that in my notes.
And they're right outside of one of the.
I point to the sin frame.
Okay.
And talking to Buddy, is that the frame you want?
I want that frame.
It's good. And I just kind of lay back.
I
kind of go limp.
You go limp, and as you go limp, we're gonna end the session there. And with that, you receive another 12 CP, and that is the end of Liam's little backstory. I thank you for listening to A New Squad. Be sure to check out the official New Age livestream, streaming bi-weekly Tuesdays on Twitch. A link will be found in the description of this episode. And if you want to be reborn yourself, you can subscribe as a Chosen to access Chosen creation and exclusive Codex entries. Until next time, travelers, be safe, stay safe, and if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power.